and first and last verse expansion also definitely on the way. So both players only really having one fully operational expansion at the moment. Fully loaded up Medivacs, seems like he's going to go for a drop into first and last base. Maybe try to take out some key structures or some pylons. Let's see. Maybe take out some of those pesky warp gates and stop reinforcements from coming. Indeed, that does seem the case. And those gateways, well, warp gates, sorry, are going down very fast. And unfortunately, first and last army is right in the middle of the map. You can't get. It seems like he's gonna concede that and maybe go for some economy harass onto PredY's base. PredY doing a really nice job of stopping the reinforcements of first and last. I'm not quite sure who's going to have the upper hand here, really. I mean, ooh, it does seem like PredY has the upper hand. First and last not able to take down that expansion or really disrupt its economy, whereas PredY did some fairly decent damage to the gateways, reducing first and last gateways to nil. Absolutely zero. Spot the gateway. He's going to reinforce those gateways though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6.5. I don't know if he's going to get away with building that. No. Ooh, and PredY has indeed spotted the attempted expansion once again. PredY doing a very good job of staying aware on the map and shutting down any possible expansion attempts of first and last. He won't see this 5 o'clock expansion though. Not unless he gets some scanner sweeps out into those corner positions or sends a Viking or two out and scouts. And he does have a couple of Vikings, yep. Maybe he'll start to get a bit suspicious, or maybe even attempt to expand there himself. One would expect he will. With only one expansion going now, he's going to have to expand soon. Level 3 infantry upgrades, weapons and armour coming out for PredY now. As well as a lot of marines and a marauder thrown in there. PredY spotting that proxy pylon, shutting that right down. You ain't warping into any of my expansion again, buddy. Observer doing a fairly decent job of spotting any PredY forces coming down through that choke point. Although PredY seeming to opt to go down the left side of the map as opposed to the right hand side. Follow a bit with smooth cam, shall we? A very, and it does indeed seem that, yep, PredY does indeed intend to expand to that 11 o'clock position. A hell of a lot of units moving around for PredY at the moment. Seems like he wants to expand to the rich mineral field as well. Which would be a smart idea, as I believe, yeah, the Protoss has a serious economy advantage at the moment. Almost twice as good. Not quite, but almost. And Chrono boosted onto the Nexus, pumping out those drones, he's definitely probably going to get up to twice as good. Especially considering that 11 o'clock expansion not up and going quite yet. He'll be able to even it out with some mules and stuff, but he's still quite a bit behind. And although saying that, if you look at the army size, pretty even actually. In fact, it seems that Terran has the disadvantaged by 15 or 17 supply. Ooh, evil as all hell. That sneaky ghost throwing an EMP right into the middle of that Templar pack and reducing their shields and energy to nothing. Which is a crying shame, because I'm quite sure that First and Last would have preferred to be able to Sonic Storm that crowd of Marines. First and Last still having the advantage in supply, however, as well as probably the advantage in resources as well, he does indeed. That expansion coming up now for PredY, but quite a bit delayed. Ah, and he's spotted the expansion now. Not much he could do about that though. His medevac went down immediately, and the Marine's not going to last long versus that photon cannon, but he knows it's there now. Overwhelming the Vikings at the 9 o'clock, and attempting for what, the third time now, to get that rich mineral field expansion up and going. A nice mixed force of Zealots, Templar, Immortals, Stalkers and Archons in there. Even a Warp Prism. Although it's not going to get very far against those missile towers. Ouch. Would have been a nice strategy there, but what can you do? It does seem that, yeah, First and Last is more than able to recover those lost gateways. In fact, he has 2, 4, 6, a 7th coming up there, an 8, no, that's a Stargate. So that's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 gateways for First and Last now. Sizable amount, more than respectable. Look at the army sizes. First and Last is almost at max supply. In fact, he has hit his max supply for what he currently has. He needs another pylon to be able to fully max it out. Those siege tanks are going to be quite evil paired up together like that. Very nice strategy of sticking 2 and then 2 a bit further back, so even if he does attack the first 2, the other 2 get a bit more firing time before going down. Managed to cleave through that expansion, however. And it seems like First and Last wants more blood. Backwards and forwards this game. Backwards and forwards. There's still another 20 minutes. Not quite 20 minutes of real time due to the faster setting, but still 20 minutes left. A nasty side storm on that ramp eradicates all trace of Marines, and that siege tank's not going to last long either. A sizable, that's a very long line of Marines. He's going to need to stop them soon though, otherwise they're going to get picked off. We need to get some bunch, but then again, saying that, bunching him up versus, oh, he doesn't have any Templar at the moment. But a Sonic Storm would do a nasty amount of damage right into the middle of those Marines. First and Last forced to retreat for the time being. Sizable amount of Dark Templar, but unfortunately Terran's great ability to scanner sweep just shuts them down entirely. But nice to see some Dark Templar anyway. They didn't do an awful lot, or didn't seem to do an awful lot, but never mind. In fact, I want to see a rewind on those Dark Templar. I like Dark Templar, and I don't see them often enough. Where are those DTs? There they are. Let's see if they actually did do any major damage or not. I don't think they really did. But like I say, I like Dark Templars, it's nice to see them. Get in there, Dark Templar, shuts down some Marines. Wow, they ripped through those supply depots, holy shit. They got a couple of supply depots down. Not an awful lot, but they were cool, so they paid for themselves. 2 fully operational expansions up for First and Last, whereas PredY only has the 1. He does have mules, but still lagging behind a fair bit. The mules are spiking it so that he's only about 50% ahead of... Wait a minute. The mules are spiking it so First and Last is only 50% ahead of PredY's resources incoming, but even still, once the mules go down, then First and Last is going to have a serious economy advantage. And a Sonic Storm into the middle of them is going to be devastating. A nice job of microing those Marines backwards and forwards though, and the Marines are actually going to come out on top. And that Archon is not going to form before going down. Nope. Some reinforcements and some photon cannons at that expansion, but with reinforcements on the way, some siege tanks, some ghosts, some Marines and stuff, I think that PredY is going to be able to shut down that expansion. Even with a meagre 83 supply to First and Last 140. Saying that though, with reinforcements incoming, one of the great advantages of being Protoss and what I've been able to warp gate in those reinforcements, but... Ooh, an EMP right into the middle of First and Last's entire force there, just shut them down entirely, and those photon cannons won't put up much of a threat with that siege tank there. Ooh, and a Sonic Storm doing more damage to the Protoss Force than the Terran.